All right, troop, we'll be getting started momentarily. Let me know if y'all can hear me okay. We got a good chunk of change to cover today, so make sure y'all have your pens and notebooks ready. It's Sunday the 15th. All right, welcome. Drop a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear me okay. Let me see if we can get the comments popping up in here. Yeah, drop a 1 in the comments if y'all can hear me. All right, thank y'all everybody for dialing in. We'll see if we can get the audio good. Welcome. Drop a 1 in the comments for me if y'all can hear me okay. If you can't hear me okay, that's all right. We will fix it. All right, we're good. Okay, good deal. I appreciate y'all. So we'll do this. We got some other people hopping on right now. This is going to be an information-packed Facebook Live. This Facebook Live is going to have so much good information for you that you can start using as early as tomorrow. That I didn't even have time to do the Facebook Lives in the other group. So I said, I'm going to just have to make this a video and get them squared away on the other side for them. So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. It's going to be one of those videos for sure. But let's take the first minute or two where everybody's getting dialed in. Send text messages out to your teams immediately. Okay, and while we're doing that, I'm gonna show y'all a couple of cool product hacks that I've been working on and really enjoying as of late. So product hack number 1, and just because we have so many new people and a lot of new people are gonna be watching this video as well. This is Will Zanders. I'm one of your resident diamond ambassadors here with GoDesana. Mac, I see. Yeah, we got him hanging today, Mac. We're going to talk about that, man. But these locks are not Marcellus Mac length yet. I haven't been in the lock game that long. But I will be putting them up at some point. I just got to find a hair tie. The stuff on your face, it feels like you're wearing a beard all the time. But this is coming from somebody who used to be balding before I got introduced to the Green Organics family of products, the superfoods and the essential oils as well. But since this is an essential oil call, we'll talk about a couple of product hacks, and then I'm going to dive into some coaching and teaching tonight that it can change lives if you let it. I'm gonna be frank; it can change your life if you let it. So the first product hack I'm going to talk about is let's talk about the hair. We'll talk about hair now. It is rumored that we have a certain product about to come over to GoDesana that I can't talk about yet, but if it is, just know that we'll be doing a whole nother product call immediately. So just know that we're working on some stuff in the pipes, and from a product standpoint, there's some very, very, very exciting stuff in the works. It's about 80 to 90% confirmed, but I'm gonna wait till it hit to talk about it. But right now, here's one of our oils, and this oil is called lavender frankincense. Okay, so this is one of my first product hacks that I want to talk about tonight. And thank y'all for the compliments, man. I feel cool with the hair down. That's just how busy I've been today, oddly enough. So it's the lavender frankincense. Now, frankincense has a whole health benefits to it. We'll be doing a training on this oil probably next week, because this is arguably my favorite oil. We got prosperity and lavender frankincense. They're all right up lemongrass. That's like 3 of my top 5. Now, this particular oil is a combination of lavender and frankincense. Duh. But what I will tell you about the lavender aspect of it, just for right now, lavender is one of the essential oils that is clinically proven, scientifically proven to assist with hair growth. What's another one? Peppermint. What's another one? Rosemary. So any of those 3 oils, lavender, peppermint, or rosemary, all of which we have available at GoDesana, by the way, are all proven with peer-reviewed third-party medical research to assist with hair growth. Now, are there some other things you can take too? Sure, like black seed oil. Sure, like the body supplement superfood from HBN. There's a bunch of other stuff you can take to help it nourish even. But I can tell you right now, lavender frankincense is the #1 oil I go to for that. You can put this in your shampoo. if you use a certain type of shampoo, or you can do exactly what I'm about to show you how to do right now. So you can take a drop or two and put in a carrier oil. If you have sensitive skin, please do not do this without a carrier oil. And we do sell carrier oil at the GoDesana back office. But I will actually take a drop and I will just let a drop or two hit my scalp and just massage that in there. Okay, that's it. Not too much, just a drop or two. Okay, kind of rub that in a little bit. Oh, smells amazing. And then this is what I'll do too. I'll take 2 or 3 drops. I'll get a good whiff of that. Whew, because it's super good for you. And then I'll just massage it in the back of my neck, but I'm going to roll it up into my hair. Okay, I'm going to roll the lavender and frankincense up into the roots of my hair. Okay, into the roots. All right. And then I'll take maybe one or 2 more drops. Not much. There's not a lot at all. You can't even really see it good unless I put it up there. But it's a good coat. And I'm going to just put that in the roots. Okay, I'm going to get that in the roots. And that's it. That took me about 20 seconds. And that is scientifically proven to help hair growth. And again, I'm closer to 50 than I am 40, and my hair is longer, thicker, grows faster, and is more luxurious now than it ever was when I was in my 30s. Why? Because these products are amazing. Oh man, that smells good. Okay, so that's one product hack that I'll show you. Lavender frankincense, super, super good for hair and for your emotional well-being and everything else. Now, you know I drink a lot of water. Here's product hack number 2. For people who are trying to lose weight, or not even trying to lose weight, trying to release weight. And Dawn, you can put anywhere, Dawn had a question about shampoo. You can put 3 to 8 drops. 3 will do something. 8 drops will be even more. It depends on the type of shampoo and how big the bottle of shampoo is. The bigger the bottle, the more drops you need. Okay, if you want to use the shampoo method. And with the shampoo method, I would do lavender as well. You could do regular lavender or lavender frankincense, okay? But you can do anywhere from 3 to 8 drops. You can use a little bit more. I go on the heavy side of oils, but here's my thing about it. Make sure that you have listened to the Responsible Cautions video, which is in the saved video section of this Facebook group. Because with the Responsible Cautions, I mean, y'all are an intelligent bunch of people. None of y'all are going to be taking lavender frankincense and letting it get all in your eyes like a couple of idiots. Nobody's going to do anything stupid like that. But for our safety and for the safety of the company, safety of the products, safety of your customers and your prospects, make sure that you let them know about the Responsible Cautions, and they can read everything they want to know by using the QR code on the bottle. But it's our jobs as consultants and brand ambassadors to let them know that. So that's product hack number 1. Product hack number 2, for anybody who is struggling with losing weight, but you are trying to eat right. Anybody who's struggling losing weight, but you're working out every day and you may be getting a little bit older, okay? Please understand this next one might work for you. Now, it is uncontrovertible evidence at this point that the liver is responsible for helping metabolize fat in the body, okay? And if your liver is compromised for any reason, you need to do some work on that to help get your liver back healthy. And then possibly you'll start seeing the weight loss come back off. Maybe a year or so ago when I was, working out a lot, eating a lot, but doing a lot of exercise, doing a lot of cardio, and I lost some weight and using some different products and things. But then my weight stalled. I wasn't losing them more. I'm like, wow, why am I not getting leaner? Like, what's going on right now? Then I realized I was talking to some people in the weight loss industry, and they were like, you have your liver checked or something like that. And come to find out, my liver was just doing so much work as it is, it needed some help. My liver was just not operating at 100%. And so this is what I started doing, and this works like a charm. So 2 things. So number 1, I get the HEPA detox oil. So we have the liver detox oil. You can get that in your GoDesana back office. And I put 2 or 3 drops of it in my hand, and I rub it on the right lower part of my abdomen, right where my liver is. So that's product hack number 2 tonight. Give your liver some topical assistance and help it. Get some essential oils in there that are going to get into the cells and help the liver operate more functionally. I'm trying to get my backrest right. There we go. I got the lumbar support on my chair. Okay. So that's what I recommend you do. Okay. This 3rd product hack is also with the HEPA detox oil. Take about that much water, not much, and I'm going to show you how to make a detox shot. This is going to help detox your liver. Okay. Now, some people will use about 3 drops of the HEPA detox oil. I have heard other experts in the weight loss field that work with our company use 5 drops. Okay, so somewhere between 3 and 5 drops is going to be right. Now, this is me. This is me. This is, again, read the responsible cautions. This is not for everybody. I'm going to do 5 drops. It might end up being closer to 8, but we're going to find out today because they come out pretty quickly. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 8. So that was at least 5. It was probably closer to 8, but that's okay. Again, I'm a large human. Okay, I'm a large human being, and I consume more products than almost anybody. Okay, and I rub the HEPA detox. I rub it on my liver. Okay, once a day. All right, typically in the evening time, once a day, and then the about 5 drops in there. I probably had a couple extra in there, but you don't have to overdo it. These oils are super, super, super potent. Okay, and so what's recommended is after you put the 3 to 5 drops in there, you want to add freshly squeezed lemon juice. So here's the thing: if you have freshly squeezed lemons, use the freshly squeezed lemon juice of at least 1 to 2 organic grown lemons. Now, if you like me and you don't have all that, you ain't got time for that, I went and I got some of this. This is organic lemon squeeze juice right from lemons. I got it at Publix, and it's the purest. They just squeeze lemons and put it in a bottle. Okay, so I put that in there, just a little squirt of that. You ain't got to do too much. Okay, and I capped that. Now, I was talking to Alexandria Brighton, and again, she was talking about the different levels, and this is why I love this company so much. Because she could have said, if she just wanted to move more products, she could have said, Will, just use the lemon essential oil from GoDesana. It's the same thing. She said, it's not the same thing. The best thing you could do is going to be organically squeezed lemon juice. She said, in absence of that, you can totally use organic squeezed lemon juice that comes like that. And she said, if you don't have that, but you got oils on hand, you can use GoDesana lemon essential oil because it's almost as good as having a real fresh squeezed lemon right there. I was like, wow. So this is not your first option, but I'm going to just show you it's safe. And I'm going to dump a couple drops in them in there too, because the real thing that I want is going to be the 3, 4, we'll do 5. There we go. Okay. The real thing, no, that comes out a lot faster. Oh, that's because I've been using this bottle so much. There's not a lot left in there. So I love the integrity of that as well. So once I cap that, you can put it in the refrigerator, drink it in the morning. I'm going to go ahead and chug it right now. I'm going to mix it up a little bit, give it a little shake. And this is a GoDesana detox shot, but this is a liver detox shot, okay? Well, that is hard to really describe a real natural lemon flavor. It is it is puckering. It is tart. I don't even know how to describe that, but it is what it is. Great shot. And I take one of those once a day, and you can take Marcus says nasty. That's what you call it. HEPA detox. It is what it is, man. I like the results. But you can do that for up to 7 days. So I got another 1 or 2 days. So if ever you get to a weight loss plateau and you're still working out, you're still eating right, but you're not really losing weight like you want to, go ahead and get a HEPA detox shot in. Get you a bottle of HEPA detox. Get you some lemon oil, some lemon juice from the store, and go for 7 days. Go for 7 days of that. Okay. So now, I think there's 3 product hacks, and now we got a bunch of people on. So let's go ahead and dive into the coaching and training. I took some notes for y'all, and basically what I'm about to try to do over the next, 30, 40 minutes, and right here, Dana says not to use essential oils in plastic. Yeah, this is not plastic. This is amber glass. But as far as this particular bottle I just put it in, yes, that is plastic. Here's the thing for a lot of people. Some people are super, super, super purists. Super. They don't use no plastic. Everything's glass. Everything's this and everything's that and the third. And I am all about that. They should do that 100%. Now, for me, I'm super, super healthy. I don't have any health conditions. I've been on these incredible products for the Green Organic Family products for years. So I always tell people, do it however you want to do it. But for me, if I'm going to mix a detox shot, I'm drinking a bottle of water anyway. And when I went to the doctor, I go for my annual, when was that? Maybe a month or 2 ago. Now, probably a little bit longer than that, honestly. A little bit longer than that ago. He said, you are the healthiest person at your age I have ever seen. And the crazy part is, 5 years ago, they told me the same thing. So I don't really have a big issue with it. My hormone levels are great. Everything's good. But for people that have health conditions or what we call crunchy, like super into all organic everything, yes, do not use plastic. Use BPA-free plastic and glass only. Do not do what I do. Do as I say. And that goes pretty much everything. I'm pretty lackadaisical when it comes to how strict I am. As long as I'm getting the products in my body, it works great for me. I love it. And, that's me. But yeah, but great point. Essential oils and plastic, don't do those, especially if you're going to leave them longer than a day or two. Not just because plastic's awesome. Plastic's not really awesome. But because depending on the acidity of the essential oil, it could start to eat into the plastic. Definitely no styrofoam and stuff like that. So it's all about what works for you. And we're going to support that. All right. Oh, wait. My blue light glasses. I'm tripping. I'm about to do a whole thing. Got my phone here with my notes on it. There we go. And y'all know, and I'm going to tell y'all again, I've been telling you every single week on these calls, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't ran over to Amazon or Walmart and got you some $5 or $9, however much, blue light glasses. There are some kinds that are very, very expensive. Blue light glasses, I don't recommend those. I would rather you buy 10 cheap pairs and have them all over the house than I would you to have one expensive pair that you can't never find. Because you can even see the blue tint on those. Blue light glasses are going to protect your eyes from harmful radiation. Somebody messaged me about some EMF stuff, but I got to go back. I get literally between 50 to 100 Facebook messages a day, if not more. It depends on what's going on. And that's what I'm looking for. And I get those, and I really recommend that everybody gets a pair. Yeah, Shungai. I actually have Shungai. Yeah, thank you, Linda. So somebody messaged me about EMF and radiation stuff. We'll probably talk about that more in the future, but very, very important for everybody. 100%. You need that stuff. Okay. So what we're going to talk about tonight, I've numbered this pretty good for y'all. We'll be here for a while, but basically I'm trying to take right now about 4 hours of coaching, and I'm trying to take the 20% of it that really resonates, that really gets about 80% of the results. So it's the 80-20 rule. 20%, that's the first thing. So write down number one, 80-20 rule, okay? 20, when we talked about this all the time, this is a concept that I will continue to hammer into your head until you get it, okay? So the 80-20 rule, 80% of network marketing distributors get about 20% of the commissions to split up amongst themselves. 20% of network marketers create 80% of the commission. So if you're not a 20% network marketer, you're not at the level where you're going to be getting that life-changing money that you really want. Let me put it another way. The 80-20 rule applies in almost every aspect of life. 80% of the basketball players, 80% of the teams win about 20% of the championships. But 20% of the teams, the Lakers, the Celtics, probably the Bulls, and maybe the Spurs, and maybe a couple other teams, 20% of the teams win 80% of the championships over the course of the NBA's history. So just understand, it's no different network marketing. 20% of network marketers make 80% of the money, and you want to be a 20%er. All right, that's number one. Number two, for the first time in American history, there are literally 1 out of 10 people who is a millionaire. 1 out of 10 adults in America is a millionaire. This is point number two. We talked about this previously. Very important to bring it back here. And I'm trying to take 4 hours of training, and I'm trying to take the 20% of that training that will get you 80% of the results. Okay? I'm trying to get you, I'm taking the 20% of the coaching and teaching, and instead of giving you 100% of it, I'm taking the 20% of it that's going to get you 80% of the results. It can save us all a ton of time if you master this stuff. So number two, it's the first time in American history, first time in world history where any country has had 1 out of 10 people, 1 out of 10 adults is a millionaire. Okay, so you really need to audit your circle. If you're in the circle with the 10 people closest to you over the age of 18 and ain't none of y'all a millionaire, you need to switch circles very, very quickly. Very, very, very quickly, because me and Coach Marca's circle got at least 5 millionaires in our 10-person circle, which is crazy, but it's true. So we're just hogging it, right? Y'all need to switch circles immediately. In network marketing, working with your team, coming to events, meeting different people can help you change your circle, and you can actually get that. Now, here's the 1 out of 10, which is so crazy. And this, again, go do this research yourself. Don't take my word for it. 8.8 adults is what the number actually is of reported people, recorded, verified millionaires. There's another 1.2% of the population, just 1.2% of Americans who are millionaires but who don't report it. That might be drug money, that might be dope money, that might be some shell companies, that can be all, it could be some politicians that ain't claiming it. We don't know. But 1.2% of people are not reporting. So when you add 1.2 and 8.8, it equals 10%. So 10% of adults in America are millionaires. Do the research yourself. That's crazy to me. 1 out of 10 American adults is a millionaire. That is shocking. But the news is going to tell you that there's a recession. Don't fall for it. Okay? If we got $50 billion to give to Ukraine, guess what? That money came from your tax dollars. So you making a lot of money. The government might be taking it from you, but you're making a lot of money. The country is making a lot of money. That money comes from the tax dollars on the income that American citizens make. Where y'all think that 50 billion came from? Came from y'all. Everybody making money and everybody's getting taxed on that money. And that's where the money comes from. But the news is going to tell you, don't spend money. There's a recession. Ain't no recession if they got 50 billion to give to another country. That's a whole nother conversation. Point number 3, remember this, never forget it. Point number 3 is one of the most important core concepts in network marketing. Most people do network marketing every day and don't get paid. I will repeat this until I am blue in the face. Most people do network marketing but simply do not get paid. You know what that means? You know what they, oh yeah, now, right. Here's the other thing, Sean. They're going to get mad at me for saying this, but this is a fact. Now, the next 50 billion is going to be going to Israel. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how educated y'all are on money laundering. That has nothing to do with protecting God's people. That is straight up money going to another country. That has zero to do with us here in America. We ain't got nothing to do with that. I understand there are some biblical things about Israel that we love and that we celebrate, but at the same time, ain't nothing in there talking about 50 billion. If that's God people, he got them covered. You can leave our 50 billion right here at our house, because what I read in the New Testament was, ain't no Jew, ain't no Greek. Everybody is one person under Christ. That's what I read. I could be wrong, but that's what I read. So that being said, I'm not a fan of sending money to no countries like that. We got enough people here that's been done dirty. We need to send 50 billion to some people over here, but that's another conversation for another day. And we got the biggest homeless population in the world. And we got, our veterans are suffering. Plus, we got people that's descendants of slaves that done got served as well. There's a whole lot of places the money could be going to, but we sending it overseas. That's money laundering. Just a FYI, if nobody knows that, that's money laundering. All right, let's move on. Okay, so most people do network marketing every day and don't get paid. And what does that mean? It means that we are marketing to our network all the time. We're marketing to our network. What does that mean? We're recommending products, we're recommending movies, we're recommending restaurants, we're recommending TV shows, we're recommending everything on social media and in person to our people and our friends. We're making recommendations every day. Every single day we're making recommendations. And we're asking people, hey, what's a good restaurant out here? Hey, what's this, that, and the third? Hey, where'd you get that shoe? Where'd you get those shoes? All this type of stuff. We just not getting paid for it. Well, we are, because we're network marketers. We're professional network marketers. And what's cool about being a professional? It means you get paid. That's what determines the difference between a network marketer and a professional network marketer. Everybody's a network marketer, but professionals get paid. The difference between me and Kobe Bryant, or, rest in peace, Kobe, when he was playing basketball, he was getting paid. So he's a professional basketball player. When I was playing basketball, I wasn't getting paid, which made me an amateur. When Tiger Woods was at Stanford his senior year, he was golfing. He wasn't getting paid. He was an amateur. There wasn't no NIL back then. When Tiger Woods went pro the next year, he played the same amount of golf, maybe a little less, but he got millions of dollars. He's a professional. So that is what makes people professional or not. You get paid. So if you're not making money, you're not a professional network marketer. So most people do network marketing every day, but they aren't getting paid. They're making recommendations for products and services that they're not getting paid for. We make recommendations of products and services and our cash register rings. So we are professionals. Congratulations to all you professional network marketers. Take pride in what you do. Point number four, okay? Most people are pre-sold on what we do. Okay, this is a very important point. Most people are pre-sold. If you ask people, let me grab one of these. Let me get some of this over here. Some of the seeing the big picture essential oil. Okay, when I say people are pre-sold, this is one of our oils, seeing the big picture. Really, really helps you on the business side for sure. Okay. Get that on my neck around those carotid arteries. Get that into the bloodstream, right? Love these oils. And if y'all didn't see that first class we did on how these oils work and the science behind the oils, I feel for you. You probably need to rewind and go find that. So, I'll post it in the group again. Okay. All right. So, most people are pre-sold on network marketing, which means that if you ask someone, do you want to make more money or less money? They say more. If you ask people if they want to be healthy or sick, they say healthy. So people are pre-sold. My dog just got out of surgery. She's over there. What you doing, baby? What you doing? What you doing over there? She had surgery a couple of days ago. Y'all pray for my baby. She's going through it right now. She's okay, but she's going through it. She's on medications right now. She's on antibiotics for her surgery and stuff. All right. So it's okay. All right. So when I say most people are pre-sold, it's a pretty simple concept. Most people want to make more money, not less. Most people want to be healthy, not sick. We offer both of those things with GoDesana. Thank you, Joella. We offer both of those things. So once we offer both of those things, and people are pretty cool with you if they're having a conversation with you. So let me get this straight. People are having conversations with you. Okay. You know they want to make more money. You know they want to maintain a healthy weight or be healthy or alleviate or have better sleep, all kind of stuff that we offer. They love that. They're talking to you, so they're cool with you. Okay. She said, so they're talking to you and they're cool with you. And then the crazy part is they still say no. Now here's the important part as we move to point 4 to go to point 5. Here's the point. Seriously, you're going to do this the whole call? You're going to do this the whole call? All right. So when we look at point 4 and point 5, people are doing network marketing every day, which means they already know how to do it. They're already doing it. They're just not getting paid, which is a weird flex, but okay. They're pre-sold. They want to be healthy and they want to make more money. They're cool with you because they're having conversations with you. They talk to you about it and then they say no. Why are they saying no if we already know for sure that they already are doing network marketing, they already want to make more money, and they already want to be healthy? Why are they saying no? Well, this is what I've come to discover and feel after not 2 decades, or over a decade in the network marketing industry. Here's what I found out. This is what people are missing. This is point number 5. Put a star by this. They're saying no to things that they're already pre-sold on. They're saying no to things that they already do. And they're saying no to getting paid when they need to be getting paid for work they're already doing. And they're saying no, even though they have a great relationship with you, they're saying no because they don't understand the business that we're in. They don't understand the business model. They don't understand how the industry works. Will, how do you know if someone, this is all under point number 5. Just put industry validation. Okay. On a deeper level, it's probably some limiting beliefs for sure. But on the surface, up front, right in your face, the industry has never been validated. They've never had the industry validated. They simply don't understand it. So let me explain it about point number 5. If someone is telling you things like, oh, I really want to do it, everything sounds great, but I really need to think about it, it's industry validation. If they say, oh man, everything looks great, but I don't do MLM, I don't think that really works, that's going to be industry validation. If they say things like, oh, it looks great, but wait a minute, is this one of those pyramid schemes? It's industry validation. So one of the things that I do that very few network marketers do is that when I send a video, I do not send the company information first. Nope. Let me tell you, I'm going to say it again. I do not send company information first. I do not. I send industry validation information first. And I send company information second if they understand the industry. Because if they don't understand the business model, I don't care how excited they are about the company, they're going to join and quit or not join at all. But I have a relatively high closing rate because most people will not get the company information from me. If you don't understand the business that we're in and it doesn't make sense to you, I can't show you with a video or a tool that this is a, not a pyramid scheme. I let the video do all the talking. I don't do all that talking. I let the video do the talking. If the industry is validated to them, guess what? The business, they're immediately going to understand. I've been doing this my whole life and not getting paid. Let me start getting paid for work I'm already doing. And it's a really, really easy conversation. Industry validation is point number 5. There are tools for that. Put a star by that. I'll bring that concept back later. Let's keep going. Number 6, okay? The government is mismanaging your money. You already know this. I don't need to explain this to you again. Number 6, because they're taking your taxes and they sure aren't paying the $1 trillion debt with it. They are not paying off the $1 trillion American debt. They sending it overseas and doing a whole bunch of crazy, funding a bunch of crazy stuff that we don't want to be a part of. So the government is mismanaging your money. Therefore, we move on to point number 7. Okay. Joel just asked a great question. My favorite industry validation tools, I talk about them all the time. All 3 of these are located at the YouTube channel, either my YouTube channel under Will Zanders. Go ahead and like and subscribe over there so you don't miss nothing. But they're also available at our One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. You should definitely subscribe there. That is the #1 resource that you have for coaching and education outside of this Facebook group. I recommend everybody rush right over and sign up at the YouTube channel, One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. It's a white and red logo. You can't miss it. Coach Marcus Jones, my fellow Diamond Ambassador here at GoDesana, curates that page, and he's incredible at what he does. And on that page, you will see the following resources that are amazing for industry validation. Tool number 1, this is my favorite. It's 20-some minutes long. It's a video by Tim Sales, and it's called Brilliant Compensation, and it's located at the One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. People say, Will, but 20 minutes, that's such a long video. My prospects won't watch that. Good. If somebody won't watch a 20-minute video about making millions of dollars, they will not sit through an hour-long training. They won't go to an event. They'll never learn anything. They won't spend 20 minutes reading a book. They won't win no matter what. So good. That is good. Less headaches for you. Move on to the people who want to learn, and move on to the people who want to be great, not the people who are wannabes. That's a huge distinction. Huge distinction, okay? Second resource is about 10 minutes long. It's my second favorite, and it's called The Perfect Business by Robert Kiyosaki. And Robert Kiyosaki is a real estate billionaire. He knows his stuff. This video is amazing. It's only 10 minutes long. It's not as good as Brilliant Compensation to me, but it's shorter. It's still emotionally impactful. And again, Robert Kiyosaki, multi-billionaire. We can't really hate that guy about how much money he makes, and he knows this industry like the back of his hand, okay? The third tool, which is probably the most comprehensive, but it's the longest, it's about an hour long. It's also available on the One Team, One Dream YouTube channel. And it is a video by Eric Worre, who's a network marketing multimillionaire as well. And Eric Worre's video is called Rise of the Entrepreneur. It's about an hour long. So depending on the personality type, you can send the video. And this is what John said right here. Listen closely to what Big John out of Dallas said right here. He said, I started sending Brilliant Compensation video first before the GoDesana information. He started sending it first and added 5 new team members last week. You see? He added 5 new. Would you like to sponsor 5 people a week? Because that would be really good, right? Big John's going to be a diamond for sure. He's sponsoring 5 people a week. Why is it so easy for him to sponsor 5 people? He's doing the exact same thing he was doing before, just being a great team builder. But guess what? He added a step that is absolutely critical, okay? So the last one is Rise of the Entrepreneur by Eric Worre. It's an hour long, but if you're dealing with a green personality type and someone who loves information, that may be the best bet. If you're dealing with somebody who's red, really likes making money, Brilliant Compensation might be the best bet. If you're dealing with somebody who's a blue personality type, short attention span, yellow might be, a blue personality type, Perfect Business, because it's shorter, might be the best one for them because it's shorter. It just depends on the color personality type. For yellows, it depends on if the yellow's an extrovert or an introvert, because you have yellows that are extrovert and introvert, and you can decide from there. But those videos are amazing. And here's one more thing before we move on to point number 7. Those videos are great because at the end of them, remember this point, it's going to come back later. Those videos are great because at the end of them, they have a strong call to action, and they say something at the end of the video like, if this business model made sense to you, get back in touch with the person who sent you the video so you can get some valuable, so you can get started in one of the hottest, businesses in the world right now, or something like that. The call to action is great. Okay, and we'll talk more about that at the end, but a call to action is good because it eliminates your need to follow up in the way that most network marketers do it. Because if a video is good but has no call to action, the people will watch the video and just be waiting on you to call them. And you might get distracted. Life might get in the way. Something could happen. You may send out 100 videos. How do you know who to call? If a video has a strong call to action, the people that are ready to go are going to call you back because the video told them what to do at the end of it. They'll call you back. You'll be waiting to follow up, and they'll call you like, hey, man, I'm ready to get started. Video told me, call you and tell you I'm ready to roll. I'm ready. I'm ready to rock. And that'll happen sometimes. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. Okay? So that's, government's mismanaging your money. But we took a little detour right there because of Joetta's question. That's why I love doing this stuff live. We can answer questions. And those are the resources that I would send before any GoDesana business information at all. Okay? Because after that, it's pretty much a done deal. The company be GoDesana, it could be GoDesana. It don't matter. Once they see the value in the industry, if they are the perfect prospect, and what do I define as the perfect prospect? The right person at the right time in their life. That's the only people I'm even looking for. It's the only people you should be looking for. The right people at the right... Oh, she's taking a nap. Good job. The right people at the right time in their life. Period. Okay? Now, next up, we're looking at point number 7. Taxes. Taxes is the number one reason. Oh, I knew we had Ed on here. What's up? Gang, we got my boy Ed Banks, our fellow diamond ambassador on tonight. Man, I didn't even know. We got all the diamonds on here tonight. Let me see. Who's in the comments? We see. And should you send them the GoDesana presentation video after? I send the GoDesana presentation video for them after they get back in touch with me, or if they haven't gotten back in touch with me, which is rare, I'll follow up, but I'll teach that at the end. Okay, I'll teach that part at the end, all right? So number 7, taxes. Now, taxes is actually the number one reason why everybody should do network marketing. Taxes is number one. Why, thank you, Ms. Williams. Appreciate that. Taxes is the number one reason why most people need to do network marketing. I always tell us in the form of a story. Victor makes a lot of money at his job. Okay, true story. Victor from Bow Bridge in Louisiana. He makes a lot of money at his job. He make a lot of money. Government take a lot of taxes. When the government take a lot of taxes, he don't get them back. He joined a network marketing company with us. He uses strategic tax write-offs now. His refund check, just like 2 years ago, was over $14,000. So here's the question. If you understand point number 6, that the government is mismanaging your money, if you understand that, okay, you want to get your money back because you don't want them to mismanage it. You want to invest it and pay off bills and get out of debt and go on vacation. It's your money. You should want to use it, right? And here's the crazy part. Well, we need to pay taxes. Yes, you're going to pay taxes when you go and spend your money. When you go buy a bottle of water, it's not $1.99. It's $2.18. They're going to get taxes when you spend it. Don't worry. They don't need to get taxes before it even get to you because that's taxes. But then when you spend it, they get money again, state and federal. So you want to get taxed 2, 3, 4 times? Not me. That sounds stupid. So network marketing, and let's do the minimum. The government's still going to get your money. Don't worry. They're going to be fine. But they don't need to get it 2 and 3 times out the same dollar bill. That don't make no sense. So taxes is the number one reason why you should invest, why you need to invest, do a network marketing business, and you need to be at the first of the month highest auto ship based on the money. So to go to sign up, that's 50 CV. You need to be at 50 CV on the first of the month. Why? Okay, look, Shauna says right here, she's been owing money in taxes since she joined, but now she's getting a refund. Woo-hoo. Exactly. You get more money back for you to do what you want to do with it. For what? Because you started a business behind some products that you're going to use anyway. Okay? And so as your money comes in, get out of debt, do investments. We'll do a class on that one day. I always say that. We probably should do a class on that one day. Okay? But that being said, that is why people in your circle need to be involved in network marketing, even if they're just on auto ship on the first of the month and they talk to a couple people a month, even if they don't make no money, they can still make money. How? Because if they got a job, they gonna get that refund. They just have to work with you and learn how to write off vacations, clothes for uniform deductions, cell phones, car notes, insurance, new tires, like all of that stuff. Figure it out. There's plenty of YouTube classes on that. But taxes is the number one reason financially everybody should be doing network marketing, even if they don't plan on being $1 million earner. they'll still make a lot more money in their regular life just by being part of a company like GoDesana that's been around for so many years. It's stable, and everything's above board. They're not going to close, and you can write off legitimate tax deductions. It's amazing, okay? Now, the next one is number 8. Write this down. Needs versus wants, okay? Marcus said his trip to Newport Beach is tax deductible. Of course it is. Of course it's tax deductible, right? Yeah, he's going to get all that money back in January. Don't y'all worry about Coach Marcus. He's all right. He's going to get that back in February maybe. He's going to get that money back though. All right, big check. Big vacation check, okay? Now, here's the thing. Needs versus wants is number 8. People don't do what they need to do. They do, yes, car notes too, because it's a work car. Yes, you can write off a car note. So, and your oil changes and your gas. Why? Because if I'm driving to do a meeting, well, let's say I'm driving to the grocery store, but I'm wearing a button. Y'all see this button? This button says, get healthy and wealthy, ask me how. I'm advertising. So all I have to do is go to the grocery store. If I have my button on, it don't matter if people join me from the grocery store or not. I'm still working. I'm still marketing. I drove my car to go build my business. Therefore, I get to write that off. Just understand. Yeah, portions of your rent, mortgage, cell phone bill. It's about 33% of your square footage of your home. I mean, for your home office deduction. Yes, phenomenal. Okay. So the point is, needs versus wants is number 8. People need to do these businesses, but they not want to do these businesses. If they don't want to do the business, it's okay. It's totally okay if they don't want to do the business, because we only want the right people at the right time in their life. Some people need to lose weight, but they don't want to lose weight. How do we know? Because they're not using products and they're still eating donuts every day. And when the red light is on that Krispy Kreme, they still pull it in. You see, some people need to make more money, but they're not building a business. They're not taking it serious. They're not coming to events. They're not on this Facebook Live. They're not tuning in. They're not on auto ship. They're not copying and pasting the scripts to get people signed up. They're doing nothing. Therefore, they may need money, but they don't want it. We can't stress out about people like that. Look at the stories I can tell y'all is absolutely, it is what it is. Okay. So 8 needs versus wants. Basically, don't stress out when people that you know need this opportunity, when they aren't coachable and aren't teachable. You got to kind of let them go. Don't stress yourself out. All right. Like I've heard it once said, if you got a team, Tim Sales says another version on it for job. I say it about network marketing. If you got a team of one, you sponsor one person, that is one possible headache. If you sponsor 100 or 200 people, you basically running an adult daycare. It is what it is. So Shauna said right here, is there a video on taxes yet? No, I doubt we'll do a video on taxes just for legal purposes. You need to be dealing with certified tax care professionals. Kind of like we can't give medical advice because we're not doctors. We got to give the disclaimer that our products cannot treat, prevent, or cure any disease. And we got to also say that you need to get with your tax care professionals and things of that nature. That's just the legal stuff that we got to say. But any tax care professional worth their weight in salt, they would know about network marketing deductions if they're any good. It looks like Joetta might be a tax care professional. Message her. Sounds good to me. All right. Now, number 9. We already talked about the 80-20 rule. It's so important. I'm going to mention it one last time. Okay? One last time. If you are not one of the 20% of network marketers who are making 80% of the money, you are one of the 80% network marketers who are scrimping and scrapping for 20% of the money. You don't want to be in the 80%. You want to be in the 20%. And what is the number one difference between people in the 80% and the 20%? Number one difference? Tell you what, we're going to tell you at point number 11. So we're going to move on now. 9 was the 80-20 rule. Number 10, the most important formula in MLM. The most important formula in MLM. Number 10, the most important formula in MLM. It is going to be this. There is a certain number of exposures that you can make to the products in the business. A certain number of exposures that when you make that number, you hit that number of exposures, it will equal all of your list on your top 20 reasons why fulfilled. So you should have a list of 20 reasons why you want to be successful in network marketing. That's on this side. Okay, right here. There is a number of exposures, a number of people that if you contact this number of people, you will have a team size and a commission amount big enough to take care of all of those things on your list. Now, everybody has a different number. Okay? I don't know what your number is. My number since I first started in this industry has been about 600. When I talk to about 600 people, only about 200 of them are going to join. But out of those 200 that are going to join, there will be a certain amount of them who get to the top of the company, and I'm going to make a whole lot of money just because I introduced them to the business and I coached them and taught them. It may not be them. It may be people they sponsored who I didn't know. But for me, my number is 600. I've known that since my first company because y'all have noticed about me. I take meticulous notes on everything. Everything I do is documented somewhere on paper. I might lose a cell phone. I'm never going to lose literally notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks and notebooks. I'm never going to lose this much information. Okay? Now, I'm never going to lose that much information because I take meticulous notes. So I know when I hit the number of a 600, I don't have to recruit a whole lot after that. I can just start training people. Now, your number may be different. Your number may be different. Your number may be 1,200. Bill Britt's number was 1,200. He was a multimillionaire in network marketing before he passed away, but he had to talk to 1,200 people. Okay? It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And when I say I'm exposing people to the business, no, I want to make a big distinction for people. This ain't social chit chat. This ain't how you doing. This is this ain't a text message saying, this is an exposure. As in, they saw the information. They can say yes or no, I don't care. But this is not, would you do me if this is not my custom. This is business people. And I'm saying, hey, you need to lock arms with me and do this business. Have you checked out the information? And it is an exposure, as in they've seen it. I didn't just reach out. I can do 1,000 of them in one day. That's not even it. It's not about just reaching out. In exposure, they've seen it, and they can say yes or no, doesn't matter to me. But if I do 600 exposures, that's my number. It's been my number for over 10 years. It's been my number, okay? And after that, I'm good. I know what's going to happen when I get to 600 exposures. I already know. All right, so that was number 10. Number 11. Here's the difference between the 20% and 80%. It's not good looks. It's not charisma. It's not network marketing experience, although a lot of people think it is. It's not being money motivated. Everybody's money motivated. Everybody joins the company and gets on auto ship at some point, but 80% of people still end up gone for the most part. Even after they made their money back, 80% of people still gone. Why? Because the difference, this is again, number 11, the difference between the 20%, 80% is consistency. The 80% are going to be inconsistent. They will do Zoom calls sometimes. They will come to some events. They will reach out to people sometimes. Number 9 was the most important, was the 80-20 rule again in network marketing. Number 10 was the most important formula in network marketing. And number 11 is the difference between 80%ers and 20%ers. Consistency. Consistency is key. 20%ers are going to use the products every day consistently. 20%ers are going to talk to people about the products and or the business every day. An 80% person will talk to people about the products or business sometimes. They may talk to them for a week straight or even a month, but they're going to take a day or 2 or 3 or 4 off. They're going to go on vacation, not talk to people, things of that nature. Number 8 was needs versus wants. They're going to be inconsistent. Okay, 80% is inconsistent. And you can be inconsistent in network marketing, but you can be consistent at your job. You could be consistent at the gym. You can be consistent in your personal relationships, but you might not be consistent in network marketing. If you're not consistent in network marketing, number 12 is going to be the solution. Here's the solution for all of the 80% in network marketing. The solution is in how the brain works. Okay, just know that. The problem is inconsistency. We talked about that in number 11. The solution, number 12, the solution is in how the brain works. Okay, and now we're going to move to 13. 13 is going to be the word neuroplasticity. Okay, neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity. Okay, and that's referring to the brain. So number 13, neuroplasticity is the answer to becoming a 20%er in any area of your life. If you are, like, for example, I'm a 20%er in network marketing. I'm very consistent, super consistent. Okay. Coach Marcus is very consistent. Ed Banks, super, super consistent. These folks are consistent. Sean is consistent. But I'm not consistent in nutrition. I like donuts too. Okay? I like good food. I like big, big steaks. I like Texas toast, barbecue, crawfish boil, high sodium food, iodine food. I like that. Okay? So for me, I'm an 80%er in food. I'll eat stuff I just like. Okay? The only way that I got into the 20% was by developing habits. And listen, habits are, when we talk about number 13, neuroplasticity. It's how the brain creates a new habit. The brain creates a new neural pathway, because the brain is not set like a rock and set in stone. The brain is very malleable and grows and evolves, okay, in accordance to the information and actions that you take. So we're gonna keep talking about it, but number 13, just write that word down, neuroplasticity, and that's the solution. Number 14, okay, number 14, all right, your thoughts come first. Your words will come second. You can't say nothing you didn't think. I didn't say you didn't say nothing stupid before because you didn't think about it enough. You just blurted it out, but the thought was there. So your thoughts come first. Your words come second. If you say something enough, your words will typically lead to actions. Okay? With your actions, you need to, number 4, persist. You need to make your actions daily. If you're an 80% in network marketing and you're struggling, you need to make sure that you are doing something every day to build your business. And we'll talk about what that needs to be. And you need to write that down on a calendar that you can see. You need to mark off every day that you did it. Do not miss a day, because if you miss a day, you won't create the habit. Your brain will not create the neural pathways, and it will not send out the vibrational frequencies and signals to attract the people that you need to become successful. I just said a whole lot right there, okay? But just understand, all right? Thoughts come first, then words, then actions, all right? First 3 steps. And then on the other side of that is persistence. If you persist in your actions, you do them every single day. That's number 4. Persist. Even when you don't want to do it. For a certain number of days, do it. And then number 5, a habit will be formed. Okay? And then number 6, you will attain whatever you want. You'll find the destiny that you seek. Imagine going up a hill, and then when you pushing a big rock up a hill, a big boulder, but then when you get to the top of the hill and you push that boulder a little bit further, it comes down with a lot of momentum. That's what I want you to look at. So we're going up the side of the hill, up this way. Right here is your thoughts. And as you walk up that hill, you push that rock up the hill. Having thoughts is tough because the TV's on and people are talking to you and people saying it's a scam and the country's saying it's a recession, and your significant other, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your husband, your wife, your kids, they telling you it's not going to work, or they trying to tell you what to do with your money and your time. You pushing that, you got to focus your thoughts and protect your thoughts, and you're pushing that boulder up the hill. And then it gets to your words. You start talking different. You start talking about this money. You start talking about this business. You start talking about these products. You start talking more because your thoughts are starting to express themselves in words, and you pushing that boulder up. And then right at the tip top right there, you start taking action on the words that you're saying. I want to be great. But what you want to? You want to be a top earner? That's what you say. You want to be a top earner? What you doing? Well, I'm on the Facebook Live tonight. That's a step in the right direction. I already got my ticket for Atlanta. I got my ticket for Atlanta to watch online. I knew I couldn't make it in person, but I could watch online. I got my notebook already bought. I got my ticket. I'm taking actions now, okay? And you keep pushing that boulder up. And then right at the top, as you curve over, is persistence. You must persist in the actions. And then the boulder's going to start to come down real fast, and it's going to start to roll down, and you get the habits. Oh, that's a wrap. It's so much momentum behind that thing, you can't stop it. And then the boulder just goes all the way down the hill, habits, and then at the bottom is your destiny. It's the attainment of whatever it is you wanted. So just understand, thoughts first, words, then actions, then persistence, then habits, and then attainment, okay, or destiny, all right? The attainment is the 6th part of that. That was number 14. Now I move on to number 15. Now, we got a lot of different parts of network marketing recruiting. You got recruiting, or network building a team, basically. And if you want to write down some of the parts of building a team, I'm going to tell you some of the most important parts right now. Recruiting is very important. This is all in number 15. Retailing, selling product is very important. Recognition is very important. Teaching people, like coaching and training, onboarding, all that coaching is very important. Relationship building, very important. All this stuff is important. Okay, that's how you build a team. You recruit, you retail, you recognize, you build relationships, you train them. That's really team building in a nutshell. But out of team building, what those activities I just gave you, recruiting, retailing, recognition, training, relationship building, and so on and so forth, 20% of that is going to make 80% of the money. So number 15 is list all of the categories and all the things you got to do to build a big team. All right. List as many as you want. Then when you identify the one or two activities, that are 20% of that, okay, that equal 80% of the money and commissions of the team being built. What is that 20%? It's number 16. It's recruiting. So if I were to take, let's look at number 15 and 16 together. And here we go. Let's say, for example, I took just these 5 things. Recruiting, that's 20%. Retailing, that's 20%. Recognition, that's 20%. Training, that's 20%. And relationship building, that's 20%. So that's 100%. Out of that 100%, I want to take 20% of it and figure out what 20% is responsible for 80% of the money. Okay? And that is going to be recruiting. Recruiting is more, all of those pieces are important. But if I can only do one thing in network marketing, it would be recruiting. Because if I'm not recruiting, I could always retail and make money. But if I'm just retailing and selling product, there's no duplication. I'm just a salesperson. I don't want to be just a salesperson. So obviously retailing is not all I need to do. Okay? I need to recruit. If I don't recruit, there's nobody for me to recognize. So recognition is irrelevant. If I don't recruit, there's nobody to train. Notice I didn't say learning. I said training. Okay? I can learn all day, but if I don't recruit anybody, there's nobody for me to teach. Okay? If I'm not recruiting, there's nobody to build a relationship with. So there's no relationship building going on because I don't have anybody. I got a customer if I want to do just retail, but again, I don't want to be a glorified salesperson. So recruiting is the number one activity in network marketing. That's number 16. Now here's the best part about recruiting before we move on to number 17. Here's the important part about recruiting, okay? Recruiting by its definition includes sponsoring, like recruiting, of course. It includes team building because I'm putting people in business. Recruiting actually includes retailing because every time I recruit a new team member, they're buying product just like a customer would, okay? Recruiting also includes basic training. How does it include training? Because if Marcus sponsors me, he at least has to send me a link. I have to see my login information. I have to log in. I have to click on the products I want. So I'm learning my back office by just signing up. I have to click my auto ship, which is amazing. I'm learning about my products when I get recruited because I have to look around and see what I want to buy. Okay, and I'm asking Marcus questions. So recruiting includes retailing, sponsoring, team building, basic back office training, basic product education as well is included in that product. And it's also retention is included. How is retention included? Because if someone is sponsoring a lot of people, recruiting a lot of people, they're making a lot of money. When people are making a lot of money, they typically don't quit. So there's some retention there. And as far as recognition, when you sponsor 10 people, you a silver. You sponsor 25, you a gold. So recognition is even built into recruiting. Okay, so recruiting is the number one activity in network marketing. It even includes relationship building because Marcus, when he sponsors me, I at least got to talk to him sometime, ask him a couple of questions. So there is some type of relationship there. Recruiting is the number one thing you can do. So if you're an 80%er, it's not fair for us, which is not a problem because all of us are 80%ers in some area of our life, by the way. In some area, we are all 80. In the area of cars, I can tell you Ed is a 20%er. The man knows his vehicles. I do not. I am an 80%er in the areas of automotive magicness. That ain't really my thing. I'll buy nice cars. I don't know how to hook them up. Wheels, spokes, tires, speakers, candy paint. I like it. I'm not good at it. It would take a lot more learning for me to do. So nobody's a 20%er in every area of their life. Okay? But if you want to be a 20% in network marketing and you're not yet because you know you're not consistent, You know, if you have a beef or a fight with your significant other, you ain't going to build a business for 3 days. If you see something on social media you don't like, you ain't going to build a business for 3 days. If your sponsor says something you don't like, you probably just quit the business and leave. You're an 80%er. You are that's the crazy thing about me and Coach Marcus. And the companies we with, our sponsors have not only tried to sabotage us, they have quit on us. Our sponsors, gone. Okay? There used to be a whole bunch of people in between me and Coach Marcus in our first Green Organics company, which we're still with today, by the way. Okay? All them people done quit and dipped or got terminated. Something happened to them. Guess what? We just roll on up. Miss Charlotte, she know. And that's how it happens sometimes. So don't really trip about it. It's just what it is. Miss Charlotte is a 20%er. There is no quit in her. Sponsor might quit. Okay? Liv Cousin John might quit. Miss Charlotte is in. Coach Marcus is in. We are in for years. Okay? So when you want to develop that consistency and you want to go from an 80%er to a 20%er, this is what I recommend you do. You adopt one habit daily, one action daily. And when you take that one action for enough days, guess what's going to happen after enough days? It'll become a habit. And once it becomes a habit, then go find something new to do in network marketing. Do not take on 5 or 6. I'm a recruit. I'm a retail. I'm a sponsor. I'm going to train people. I'm going to make content. I'm going to do this, that. You're not a 20% in network marketing yet. Okay? You don't do that. Because it's too much at one time. You don't need to use willpower. You need to use a teeny tiny bit and create the habit. And here's another key before we move on to point number 18. Okay? Or before we move on to point number 17. Create an environment where it's easy for you to use product. Okay? In my bathroom, there are oils there that I can easily put on when I finish brushing my teeth and doing that in the third. It's easy for me to use products because they're strategically placed in my house. I had a bottle of water here. I have another bottle of water here. Okay. And I also have some different oils and stuff here and different products that are in my office pretty much 24/7 until I run out and replace them. And over here, because I know that I can use these products and it's a habit for me now. It's a trigger. If I'm in a certain environment, like oils in the bedroom, I got my superfoods and oils in the kitchen. I got little stations. Okay. So whenever I'm in a room, it triggers a habit. I can use the product. So create an environment. Let's just say she got them in the whip. I got them in the vehicle. Okay. To create a habit, create an environment. Like when I lay out my clothes, before I go to bed at night, I put my clothes out. It's always gym clothes. If y'all ever see me out, I'm always in gym clothes. Why? Because I don't know when I'm going to have time to go work out, but I always want to be dressed ready to go, ready to work out. So I'll be spending whole days in gym clothes sometimes. It makes it easier for me to train. All right. Let's keep it moving. That was number 16. Recruiting is the number one activity in network marketing. All right. Number 17. All right. Number 17. I got a list of all the ways to recruit. It was like over a dozen ways to recruit. Home meeting, hotel meeting, social media, Craigslist, direct mail, radio, newspaper, home meet, all kind of stuff. Okay, all kind of stuff. All right. Now, out of those popular ways of recruiting, this is what I found. It's on number 17. All right. Out of top ways to recruit, the personal invitation, either in person or text to someone you know or on social media, a personal invite was the 20% of recruiting technique that yielded 80% of rank advancements and commissions. It wasn't a home meeting. Not no more. It wasn't a hotel meeting. It was not buying leads, although I love leads. It was not buying leads. It was not a click funnel page and run traffic to it. Online advertising. It was not that. It wasn't the newspaper. It wasn't the radio, although that was on there, radio. It wasn't direct mail. It wasn't postcards. It was none of that. It was a personal invitation to someone in your network, personal invitation, a pen, personal invitation to your network, okay, on social media or text message, or it was a personal invitation to someone you know. A friend talking to a friend, basically, was the 20%, or a friend talking to an acquaintance, was the 20% activity that yielded 80% of the money in network marketing created. Wow. So if I only had to pick one thing per day, I'm using products because that's a habit already. But if I only had to pick one network marketing building activity per day, just one, that's it. it would be recruiting. And if I had to look at all the ways to recruit, I want to pick the 20% of recruiting steps that yield 80% of the result. What is that going to be? Talking to people in person, online, or via cell phone or text message or whatever. Talking to people in my network about these businesses and products. A personal invitation is the number one recruiting technique. It always has been and probably always will be, no matter how much new technology comes out. That is what the facts say. Do your research yourself, okay? Now, that was number 17. Now, why is the personal invitation so effective? A, is free, B, is duplicatable, and C, it is wildly effective because of how much rapport you have with the individual. And when you're recruiting a person, because we're talking about recruiting again, you're actually teaching them and training them. Because if Coach Marcus sponsors me, let's say he sends me a Facebook message, let's say Ed sent me a Facebook message, and Ed sent me a Facebook message and I join. I just got trained. And I got trained because I got a chance to see what script he sent me. And I'd be like, oh, I'm going to just send this to people on Facebook like Ed did me. So magically, I've already gotten a little bit of training. Recruiting is the magic, okay? And the type of recruiting, personal invitations, all right? So now we're going to move on to number 18. We're getting close to the end, thank goodness. So we move on to number 18, okay? We've been going for about an hour so far. It's a little longer than what I wanted, but hopefully y'all getting value. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all getting value. Let me know. Because if you're not getting value, we can wrap this up now. I can go eat and watch a movie. Let me know if y'all getting value. Put a 1. Hey. Settle down. Okay? Good. Let's keep it going. So number 18. If I had to do, again, I'm reiterating the same point I just made at number 18. If I had to do one thing every day, it would be a personal reach out. Okay, if I had to do one thing every day, it would be a personal invitation to someone in my network, and I would be building my network all the time. You don't have to go out to meet people. You can meet people while you're out. You can join Facebook groups and add people. There's so many different ways you can get leads. I'm not even worried about that. So, but a personal invitation is the number one thing you can do every day. If you did that every day, it is impossible for you to fail over the long term. It's just impossible. It's like going to a casino and playing a slot machine with an infinite number of quarters. If you just pull that handle enough, you will eventually hit the jackpot. If you do enough personal invitations, eventually you'll hit your number. You will eventually hit the jackpot. The person you sponsored might be the one or not. But it may be the person who they sponsored might be the one, or they sponsor might. Somebody gonna blow it up in your group. Direct sponsorship to you. You'll find it. All right. Now that was number 18. Number 19. The way that I do my daily routine is as if I was at 80%. Okay. The way that I do my daily routine is not just one habit at this point. I'm gonna tell you how my habits grew in network marketing, what they started as. Okay. So this is what I do. This is my daily routine. It used to be a lot more. I do a lot less these days because I want my daily routine to be something that's duplicatable, not something that's so complicated somebody can't do it. We ain't setting up no funnels. We ain't doing no external websites and stuff. We using the free stuff we got from GoDesana. I ain't going to pay no extra money for nothing because we don't have to do all that. If I didn't have to do it, and Coach Marcus didn't have to do it, you don't have to do it. Okay? You can if you want to. And if y'all want information about how to go pay to get stuff, we can do that. That's just not really what I don't think is necessary, to be quite frank. Okay. I'm going to show you how to do free stuff. So number 19, here's my daily routine. And I look at it in terms of football. So every time I do one of these 4 activities, it's 25 yards advancing the ball down the field. So I got to use at least one product daily. It's always more than that, but I got to use at least one product daily. All right, boom. I do that. If I use one product daily, guess what? That for me is 25 yards. I don't move the ball 25 yards. Okay. If I have to learn every single day. If I don't learn every single day, I got to at least watch a video. The video might be a motivational video on YouTube, maybe 3 minutes long. That's enough. It may be a ebook, or it may be an audio book on network marketing skills, like these books I got over here. It can be something like that. Okay? It can be, hold on one second. It can be any one of those things. My point is, if I want to do one of those things, that's learning for me. I don't need to read 27 books a day. If I do something like today, I don't have to, if I'm on this Facebook Live, I don't have to do no other learning today. If I were you don't have to. But for me, every morning, I'm going to watch a motivational video on YouTube. Every single day, I am going to use a product. every single day. I'm going to either, if I don't watch, I'm always going to watch a motivational video on YouTube. I may read 10 pages of a book, or maybe listen to 5 or 10 pages of an audio book. Okay. I may do something like that. Here's the point. I'm going to learn something every single day. That is, even if I'm in my back office and I'm just clicking on links, I'm going to click on 3 links a day. I'm going to learn something every day. If I click on 3 links, eventually I'm going to stumble across some product links, and I'm going to click on 2 of them, and I'm going to learn about oils. Every single day, I'm going to use a product and I'm going to learn something. And every time I do, I check off one of the 4 spots on my calendar. Okay. The third thing I do every single day is I do a reach out. I do a personal invitation every single day, without question, without fail. Every single day I do a reach out. Today I did 6. Yesterday I did 3. Tomorrow I might do 1, or I might be like Ed and do 10. Doesn't matter to me, quite honestly. I know I'm here to win. I know I'm going to be here forever till they throw dirt on me. I'm going to be here with Green Organics Companies. And I know that if I do an invite every single day, I'm going to eventually sponsor some people. That's just how it works. I don't have to do 50 a day. I don't have to do 100 a day. Hold on one second, y'all. All right, there we go. Okay. So that's the third thing I do every single day. I'm going to do an invite. It could be a script. It could be whatever. It could be a button. Okay. It could be somebody to go. It might be in person and somebody just start a conversation with me. It could be anything, but I'm going to do an invite every single day. If it start getting close to the end of the day, I ain't done no invitation. Somebody on social media about to get hit up. I'm going to put up a social media story. A bunch of people going to see my story, and I'm going to pick 1 or 2 to invite to take a look at some information. Period. So that is what I'm going to do. The fourth thing that I'm going to do every single day, now you can add this later. I'm going to either create content to generate leads, or I'm going to do some teaching material. I'm going to make an educational video, a product training, do a call or a Zoom. I'm going to serve the community. I'm going to service our community and give value back. I'm going to teach my team, or I'm going to go call one of my leaders that I sponsored and see if I can help them. I'm going to do some contribution stuff every day. I'm going to teach or train or coach or do something every day. So that's the 4 things I do every day. Anything on top of that is lagniappe, it's bonus, and that's great. But if all I did every day was use these products, learn something about either the product, learn something about the pay plan, learn something about how to invite or how to close, learn some type of network marketing skill, learn something about leadership, learn something about something. Learn something about anything. Thank you. Learn something about anything. Okay? If I learn something about anything, that's a win. And then I'm going to do a personal invitation. Win. Okay? And then last but not least, I'm going to create some content or do some teaching material or something where I'm creating, something that's going to give people some value. Period, point blank, in the store. All right? So that's my 4-step routine. You might not have one like that, but you can feel free to copy mine if you want to. And just know, every time I do one of those things, I'm moving the football 25 yards down the field. If I do all 4, I've moved the ball 100 yards and now I'm trying to score. And here's my scoring stuff. If I do some teaching and I don't get no sign-ups or nothing that day, I'm at least give myself 2 points, like a safety. I'm going to just pretend I was playing defense that day. I did everything. I did my reach out, but I didn't get no sign-ups that day. That's fine. I'm going to still give myself 2 points. So I'm going to look at the score of the game and I'm going to say, man, I got a safety. I feel like I contributed. If I get a sign up, somebody joins the team as a business builder and purchases a product, $12.95, 50 CV, 20 CV, whatever they purchase and they buy, that's going to be a touchdown. Okay. If they get on auto ship, that's my extra point. That's my extra point. I really need to push that auto ship. And last but not least, if I get a retail order, someone says, I don't really want to do the business, but I will buy an oil. I want to test it out on my hair, see how I like it. Then if I get a retail order, that's a field goal. Okay. So if I do all my daily activities, that's a safety at least. If I get a sign up in the business, that's going to be a touchdown. Some days I get 2 or 3 touchdowns in that game. I feel great because every day is a game. Every day is a game. I look at it every day is a game. Okay. If I get a retail order, 2 or 3 retail orders, that's 2 or 3 field goals. I'm doing all right. I could win some games with that. And last but not least, if I get that auto ship though, that's an extra point on my touchdown. All right. That's the extra point on the touchdown right there. And so I just want to score a bunch of points. I just want to look at the end of the day and say, how did the game go today? Some days it ain't too good, but some days I might drop 50 on you. I might think it's a basketball game. Some games is 25, 40 points. It's what it is. It's fantasy. Y'all playing fantasy football, watching football games all night. I'm playing football in my head to make this money. We're not the same. But if you make it a game or make it a habit, it'll benefit you so much. It don't have to be football. It could be whatever you want it to be. Okay? So then I move on to point number 20. Okay? I'm going to emphasize for you right now crucial numbers right now. Crucial numbers. Please stay focused for the end of this session that we're training on. Okay? Stay focused. If you understand that invitations are 20% of recruiting, and it's the 20% that makes 80% of the money in recruiting. If we were to break that down and look at recruiting as 20% of the network marketing activities, retail, sponsoring, teaching, coaching, training, onboarding, whatever, events, recognition, that's 80%. If recruiting is 20% of the network marketing activities that make 80% of the money, and if we go one level lower inside recruiting, so if recruiting is 20% of the whole network marketing business building activities, recruiting is 100% of itself. And out of the 100% of recruiting, listen close, 100% of the recruiting, we're going to divide that into 80-20 as well. So what 20% of recruiting is going to get me 80% of results? I don't want to do all the recruiting stuff. I just want to do 20% of the recruiting stuff and get 80% of the money. 20% of the recruiting stuff is inviting. Inviting will make you 80%. Now, if recruiting makes you 80%, and if we break that down, what is 80% of 80%? Like 40%. We divide it in half. Okay? 80%, we're going to divide it in half. We're dealing with 40%. Hear me out. If inviting is 20%, and then we even break down inviting into 80-20, and we say inviting in 80-20, what little piece of inviting is 20% of that? It's 4. And it is going to be the personal invitation. Not a home meeting, not a hotel meeting, not a Facebook Live, not a Zoom, not an opportunity call, a personal invitation. It's just 4%. 4% of the whole network marketing game is inviting with a personal invitation. Please put a 1 in the chat if all of that make any sense at all. I'm going to say it again. 4% of all the network marketing stuff we talked about is a personal invitation, live, on the phone, text message, or social media, to someone you know. That is only 4% of network marketing. If you become an expert at 4% of the whole network marketing game, inviting, that's it. And of the inviting a specific type that is a personal invitation to someone you know on social media, text message, in person, phone, but it's an invitation to someone in your network. That is only 4% of the whole network marketing game. But based on our numbers, that 4% equals 40% of network marketing commissions. I'm going to say that one more time, okay? Because we are all on point number 20 right now. We'll be wrapped up very shortly. Stay with me on this. 4% of all the network marketing is a personal invitation to someone you know. That 4% is responsible for 40% of the network marketing commissions. So let's say, for example, I make $100,000 a year in network marketing. I remember the first year I ever made $100,000 in network marketing, I almost lost my mind. Literally almost lost. It was so fun for me. So incredible, right? 40,000 of that was due specifically to my ability to personally invite people in my network on social media or live. All I had to do was invite people to take a look. They don't have to say yes. That's leaving out following up. That's leaving out being a good closer. That's leaving out recognition. That's leaving out training them jokers. That's leaving out going to no events. That's leaving out everything else. If all I did was invite, I would have made 40 grand that year. Now I'm making far more than that. It's still 4% equals 40% of the money. Therefore, let's translate that into hours. If I have 100% of stuff I can do in network marketing, but 4% of it, the personal invitation, is responsible for 40% of the money. That means that those, let's translate it into hours. That means that if I got to work my network marketing business 100 hours to make 100 grand, okay, let's just pretend I got to work 100 hours to make 100 grand, or 100 hours to make $1 million. Doesn't really matter. I'll just say 100 grand. 4 hours of that equals 40,000, and 96 hours would get me another 60,000. So what do you want to do within a week? Would you want to make, let me just answer the question. It's number 20. Would you rather work 4 hours a week and make $40,000 a week, and work 4 hours a week and make $40,000 a week? Or would you rather work 96 hours a week and make $60,000 a week? Now, which would you prefer? Now, some of y'all might be truly motivated by all the money and say, Will, I want to work 96 hours a week and make 60,000. Not me. I'd rather work 4 hours and make 40,000. Why? Because time is more valuable than money. It's not even close. Time is more valuable than money. And if you understand that time is more valuable than money, you want the maximum in the shortest amount of time. And I hate to tell y'all, we have been allowing 20%ers who achieve rank and do this to teach everybody. And the stuff that we're teaching, all of these fancy systems and everything that's cool, is resonating with only 20% of the team. I can admit that. And the 80% don't never get the results. They might break, making 6 and 7 figures like the rest of us are doing. Okay? Understand that. So if we were to take a habit and give that to the 80%, because I was too, and 80% are in different categories of my life, still are in some, and all I say was, man, you got to do an invite every day. If you do an invite every single day, some days it's 1, some days it's 5. If that's a 4% activity, if you do a 4% activity every single day, it might take you 5 minutes, it might take you 3. If you do that every day until it becomes a habit, you will not be able to lose. Let's move on to number 21, okay? The number one network marketing reach out is to someone in your hot or warm market, live, in text, or social media. Put a star by that, okay? Put a star by that. And now we're going to move, because that's the same thing I just said. I just want to summarize it for you in a quick sentence. That's number 21. Number 22, all right? If you did a personal invitation every day, don't worry about finding people to talk to. I'll show you how they're already there in a second. But if you did a personal reach out every day, 365 days a year, would you eventually find the right 2 people in your business? That's the question. That's the question at number 22. If you did a personal invitation, at least 1, some days might be 3, some days might be 5, most days will be 1, maybe 2 if you're feeling froggy. But if you do a personal invitation every day and never take a day off, would you eventually get the right 2 people in your business? Yes or no? You statistically, it's impossible for you to not. Now remember, these 2 people do not have to be rock stars. Let's move on to number 23. They don't have to be rock stars. They don't have to be rock stars. Okay? All they got to be willing to do is make an invitation every day just like you did. Because so here's the next question. We're talking about number 23 right now. You just told me that if you did a reach out, a personal invitation every single day, at least 1, you would eventually, maybe 6 months, maybe 6 weeks, maybe a year, maybe 2, maybe 5 days. Nobody knows what your number is. But if you do that enough, you're going to get the right 2 people. They don't have to be rock stars. And we're still on the point number 23. If those 2 people you join, let's say I sponsored Colette and Dawn. If I sponsored Colette and Dawn and taught them one thing and one thing only, hey, we're going to drink these products, use these products, just rub them on, but we're going to talk to 1 person a day. You can use the same script I sent you. Just start sending that once a day. Okay? If all Colette and Dawn did was the same thing I did, which is reach out to at least 1 person a day for 365 days, 1 year, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 6 years, however long it takes you to get your 2. Do you think they'd eventually get their 2 people? If they did at least 1 invitation a day? It's a rhetorical question. The answer is yes. They would 100% sponsor the right 2 people who are willing to do what? The same thing they did. Now, here's the thing about the GoDesana pay plan. If that duplicated 12 times, you'll be at over $12,000 a month. Just in the matrix, it'll probably be close to $24,000. But my point is, you'll be at up to $12,000 a month just by that duplicating 12 times. If it duplicated 15 times, here's a quick point. If it duplicated 15 times, now you at 100,000 a month. You're a diamond now at 100,000 a month. That's not including the check matches and everything else. Okay. So if all I ever did was sponsor 2 people, I'm going to just talk to people every single day. I'm going to use a script, whatever it is. Look, I got one of these is going to work. I'm going to just text them that every day. Okay. I'm eventually get my 2 people and I'm going to teach my 2 people to do the same thing. Hey, listen, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. You can do all the extra stuff too. Go to events, whatever, do everything you want to do. But for God's sakes, do the 4% activity that equals 40% of the money. You might not make $1 million, but you can make 400,000. That's not a bad trade-off, but you can't miss a day. You got to be consistent until it becomes a habit. Okay. Now, number 24, real quick question. This is another statement and you can watch this all on replay. We're going to leave this replay for you. Number 24. A business announcement text, a boost post, and these things are all going to be ways that you can expose people to the business. I'm not going to talk a lot about it, but I will say this. A business announcement text is when you go through your cell phone and you text your link to everybody in your cell phone one time. Okay? And that text message should say something like, hey, Richard, this is Will. I hope everything's good. Can you do me a favor and please share this link with anyone you know who wants to make some extra money, and send them your free tour link. I got 800, 900 people in my phone. All 900 of them got that unless they was already in GoDesana. I just sent it out. You'll probably get some signups for that. And guess what? If you don't, that's okay. We'll go find some other people. All right. To send that to. But if you and your whole team in over a 72-hour period sent out that text message to everybody in your cell phone, guess what? It's powerful because if I send that to Richard, hey, Richard, do me a favor. Please share this link with anybody you know looking to make some extra money. Richard may not share that link. He may not buy nothing. He may not join. But guess what he's going to do? He's going to look at it. He's going to get exposed. He's going to get exposed to the website and probably read it to see what it's even about because human beings are curious creatures. Okay? And if you got enough people in your phone, your team got enough people in your phone, somebody joining somebody. Because it can't be me with 800 phone contacts and then Dawn and Colette with 800 phone contacts or 600 phone contacts. That's like 2,400 people. You think we not going to find 2 people apiece out of 2,400? I'm telling you, the invitation, all right? You just got to know how to do it. And that duplicates. That don't cost nobody no money to send a link that you got from GoDesana for free. That don't cost no money. Okay. Next up on number 24, you got boost posts, social media posts that you can use. Y'all, we got some social media masters on here. And also you got different types of messages you could send. I could send Joetta a Facebook message. If she likes one of my posts or some of my content, I can message Joetta on Facebook. Hey, Joetta, thanks so much for liking my post. I really appreciate that. Girl, I ain't seen you since high school. What you been up to these days? Joetta might say, hey, I'm a rocket scientist for NASA. I'm also a firefighter, plus I'm a CPA. I've been doing a lot since high school. What you been up to, Will? I would say, so glad you asked. I was in law enforcement for 10 years, but I was able to retire early because of my growing internet business. Joetta might respond, growing internet business? What's that all about? I want to do that. That sounds cool. That's not going to happen every time, but it'll happen enough to get some signups. You just got to know the scripts to use. And the number one place to find scripts is a book called Icebreakers by Tom Big Al Schreider. For goodness sakes, get this book on audio, Audible, Apple Books, AirPlay, Amazon. It's like $7 or $8. Get this book. It is the number one scripting invite reference in network marketing history by far. Please get that book, Icebreakers by Tom Big Al Schreider. Buy 2 or 3 copies. Keep 1 for you and give 2 to your 2 people when you sponsor them. Okay? I listen to it all the time. He was actually our keynote speaker at our boot camp in Vegas. Some of y'all were with us back then. Some of y'all weren't. But Big Al came to Vegas just to coach our team. It's amazing. Okay? So now we're going to go to number 25. All right? Streak when you slump. Write that down. Streak when you slump. If you're at a point in your network marketing career right now, and I'm sorry that we're running long, but I wanted to get y'all all the information. I didn't want to hold nothing back for y'all, okay? If you're slumping in your business, your money's not where it needs to be, you're frustrated because you've seen a bit of a stall, okay? Streak when you slump, and I'm going to tell you, you need to start a streak. You need to give yourself a streak. All right, I'm going to go for 3 days, and for the 3 days, I'm going to use a product every day. I'm a do an invitation every day. I'm gonna find somebody to invite, even if it's not perfect. Somebody gonna hear about these products of business every day. I'm going to watch a motivational video on YouTube every day, or a video on leadership, or a video on influence, or a video on the products or pay plan, but something. I recommend motivation. A video on motivation every day. I'm going to use a product every day, and I'm going to reach out to somebody every day. If I can do those 3 things for 3 days in a row and mark on my calendar, okay, do not let that chain break. You got a chain. You got 3 links now. Now it's time for you to go do number 4. But don't worry about day 4. Let's focus on day 1. I'm so confident in this. If y'all wanted to do this tonight, you could. I'm not going to start it for everybody until November 1st because we got the event coming up and we're going to have a special accountability tracker for everybody. But you could start that tonight. You could get a calendar, use some product right quick, put on some oil before you go to bed. That's your product. Watch a YouTube video on influence or on leadership. You can go check that out right now. Okay. Or you already watched this. You already learned something. And then you can go ahead and do your invitation. Just go to your Facebook post, look at somebody who commented and send them a message. Hey, thanks so much for commenting on my post. Would it be okay if I sent you some information about a project I'm working on? They might say no and go, okay, thanks. And that's it. That's it. That's it. You don't have to send them nothing. It's okay. If they say yes, send them brilliant compensation as a video and just see what happens. Throw some mud on the wall. See what sticks. Don't be attached to the outcome. Be attached to the input. Okay. All right. So that's number 25. Just gave you some different tools and stuff that you can use to some scripts and things and resources where you can find scripts to work on. Okay. Number 25 was don't break the chain. Streak when you slump. Start that streak. And I want to see y'all calendars. Bring y'all calendars to Atlanta. Bring y'all calendars to our next event. Post pictures of your calendars. I want to see how many days you've gone by using the product, doing the invite, and learning something on the video or clicking 3 links in the back office. But you got to learn something every day. Okay. Every day you got to learn. All right. Number 26. The creation of that habit will change your brain chemistry. Hear me out. If you do it a certain number of days, your brain is going to make new neural pathways to 1, make it a habit, but 2, make you better at it and more effective at it. Okay. You're going to become better just by doing the thing. Aristotle said excellence is a habit. Therefore, we are what we repeatedly do. The reason Steph Curry's the best basketball shooter of all time is because he probably shot more shots in practice than anybody else since he was a little bitty kid. He shot more shots than any other person in the history of basketball in practice. I believe that. And that's why he shoots the way he shoots. The stuff don't make no sense. Okay. But he did it. And so it's creation of a habit. It will change the brain chemistry. Remember neuroplasticity. The chemistry of your brain will change when you do something every day. Well, Will, I can't do it every day. Well, do it one day. And guess what? Wake up the next day and do it again. Do it one day at a time and you'll eventually, but you need that calendar. You need the accountability. Don't just use your phone. You need to have that calendar with you every day and you don't go to bed until you can mark off, I did all 3 things today. I did it today and I'm going to do it tomorrow again. I did all mine today. I'm looking at my calendar right here. I got a brand new calendar. Okay. Got the brand new joint. All right. And it is right here. And tomorrow, guess what? I'm going to do another one right here. And then I'm really focused on getting in November where we can do accountability together. Okay. So that's number 26. Creation of the habit and you doing a thing for a certain number of days will change your brain chemistry. But the number of days it takes to create a habit, some people say 100 days. Some people say 21 days. Yeah, it's different for everybody's brain. You have to commit to doing it a certain number of days and you will create the habit. And then you can add a new habit. But don't add too many at one time. Let's just focus on using our products and doing the invitation. All right. And the only reason I say that because y'all are already probably using products every day. And you are already probably watching a video on YouTube or something you watching or scrolling. Find something educational, even if it's only 2 or 3 minutes long. Learn every day, even if it's just clicking in your back office and clicking on 3 links a day and read what you clicked on. Period. Okay. Number 27. Yeah. So number 26 was creation of the habit will change your brain chemistry and you'll become a 20%er. Number 27 was there needs to be a 6 to 8 hour break in between. So don't go to sleep 3 hours and then do it again the next day. You can do it, but you won't have the same result. You need to sleep at least 6 hours in between exposures. So if you really want to train your brain, if you did it at 9 in the morning on the weekend and then you slept 6 hours and got up at like 4 and did it again, it's like 2 days in one day. So that's a trick. If there's a 6 hour break in between the activity, it'll count as 2 days. All right. That's how you can make up for lost time. All right. Next up, number 28, we talked about this. The number of exposures equal to reasons fulfilled. So we're not going to rehash that, but you remember that formula. Number 29, I'm not going to talk about that at all right now. So just put TBA. I'll talk about number 29 later. I do not have time to cover that. All right. So here's where we at with the last thing. This is what I'm going to do. Tuesday night, I'm going to pick up with number 29 and we'll finish this out. All right. We just got a couple things I want to finish on there. I only had a total of 31, but they're lengthy. Okay. We've already been on for 90 minutes so far. So let's wrap this one up tonight. We'll get this recording up on One Team, One Dream, YouTube channel. If Coach Marcus can do that for us, and tag your teams in this, tag your team so they can get this information. And then Tuesday, we'll pick up with part 2. Okay. And Tuesday, I'm going to show you how to get unlimited leads. You'll never run out of people to talk to. I'm going to give you scripts, closing scripts that you can just tuck away for a rainy day, because you're going to need some scripts to get some people involved in business. Exactly how to follow up, things of that nature. I'm going to give y'all some advanced stuff, some ninja black belt stuff for the real people that are actually going to do this. So if you're not going to do one exposure a day and use your products every day and try to learn something, don't even come on Tuesday. Spend Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m., Facebook Live. Go do something else with your time. But if you're going to do this, I'm going to give you the rest of the toolkit that you need to really light it up in November, December. And when you teach this to your team, you can just send them this video and then send them the next video. You can train your team with information we've already given you. And if they're not willing to watch 90 minutes of information to make $90,000, they're not the right person. Go keep doing exposures till you get somebody else. All right. So I appreciate y'all time. I love y'all. God bless y'all. This is Will Zanders. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. We got a really, really great week of stuff that we have planned for y'all leading up to Atlanta, which is going to be this week. The last thing I'll tell you, if you do not already have your event ticket to attend Atlanta live and in person, it's too late for that. There are no more seats available in the room. However, if you want to watch our Atlanta training and see all of our diamonds live and in person or on camera for the live stream, you can still get a ticket to Atlanta tonight. We are going to probably wrap those up as of Tuesday night. You will not be able to get any more live stream tickets. You cannot get a live stream and have everybody else watch it, because we are in a private Facebook group where if you ain't paid, you can't see the live stream. So it ain't like you can send links to your team. So you need to get your tickets if you want the information. And the reason I recommend it is because there are two types of network marketers: people who want to be successful fast and people who want to be successful slow. The people who want to be successful fast, I want to commend you, because you're on this Facebook Live and that's the type of value we need to see. The people who want to finish fast are going to be watching the extra information from people other than myself. On next Saturday in Atlanta, they're going to watch that information, take notes, they're going to implement it, okay? And they're going to have results faster than the people who didn't, okay? So love y'all. God bless y'all. We'll see you Tuesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Set your alarms, and I'll give y'all part 2 of this training tonight, and we'll wrap it up. Y'all have a good night. God bless.